the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real deal.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, SKN. The next guest I got is an artist from Bandlab. She was born and raised in LA. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big warm welcoming to Sydvicious.
Hey, what's poppin', guys? Sydvicious.
My bad about earlier, man. That was my fault, for real.
Nah, you're totally chilling. That was hilarious.
All right, so discuss your music from the beginning.
Music really only started like a year and some change ago. A couple of my boys, we were fucking drunk and hopped on a track, and it actually came out pretty fucking clean. It's Unruly 4. The first song that I would say was like of Bandlab quality. Yeah, it's all kind of just like fun and games to me. It's like a persona that I kind of pull. I'm not like really Sydvicious, but I am ruthless.
All right, hell yeah, that's what's up. So you all from the same area, Martyrs Brigade? Is all from the same area?
Martyrs Brigade, yeah. We all met up in the valley actually, and I mean, we do our own things obviously, but we've been friends for years.
Hell yeah. So let me ask you this. How did you discover Bandlab?
My two homies, Ceilings and HR Paper Stacks, they had been on Bandlab like proactively for a minute before I was like, all right, y'all, like y'all talk like y'all got thousands of followers. Let me see what I can do. We used to just freestyle like a while before anybody was on Bandlab, and I was terrible at it. But like I've always written poetry, so I kind of just took my poetry and started recording it, and it wound up actually working. I realized that like you can just put words on a beat, and then that was my mentality at first, but then I started getting into like the actual like rap mentality. My first like handful of songs, I didn't know what a bar was. I didn't know like what a 16 count, and I didn't know anything about that stuff. I still really don't. I just feel like if it fits on the beat, like it works.
Hell yeah, that's dope. So how did you develop your sound, and was there any artists out there looking out for you on Bandlab, like helping you and schooling you on the app?
Ceilings and HR definitely were the ones that kind of like coached me a little bit through it. I definitely didn't develop my sound from anyone though. That was all just me. I realized that I like yelling. I like screaming. I like to say really weird things. But like that whole like dark trap style that I have going, I didn't even realize that was a genre, I guess, until like a couple months ago. Somebody in a group chat I was talking to was like, yeah, like you're a dark trap artist. I was like, I don't even know any dark trap artists. Like, who are these people? Let me listen to them. But I guess I realized that like just the demented things that I say sometimes fall into that category. But like really, like I have a couple songs where like I'm not always like dark. I do have a soft side, but I guess letting people know like what's really inside my mind is like it feels good to get out. Like I don't think there's a single song that I have posted on Bandlab that's not some sort of fact about me or something I've been through, which is also like a really cool thing that I enjoy, is actually getting to tell people like random things about me that you don't just tell people on a daily basis.
That's dope. So let me ask you this. Do you think that music to you is like therapeutic?
Yes, very much so. But like not necessarily like I sit down when I'm like in an emotional state. It's more I try to talk
express your
myself.
feelings?
Yeah, I try to talk myself through like past things that I've been through. Writing it out. I've always written poetry, so like it started with just that. I used to have like a secret Tumblr that I used to do it to, and I would just talk to my Tumblr kind of. I don't even have any followers on that, but when I realized that like people actually did care about what I was talking about on Bandlab, I guess that is kind of therapeutic. It feels good.
So what year did you start? Was it this year or last year?
I think I started my Bandlab account in 2019. I think I just hit like a year having my Bandlab account.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, and it's been fun. I mean, it's like it's all on your phone, so it's not like very realistic in my opinion. But to me, Sydvicious is a persona, but the things that I'm saying aren't. So it's like kind of like weird, I guess, when I say it like that. But yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You said you write poetry, right?
I used to, yeah. I haven't written poetry since I started rapping, I guess. But I still have that same like vibe where it comes off in my mind as poetry, but now that I'm writing to a beat, it's a little bit differently. It's a little bit different.
What is one poem that you wrote that means a lot to you?
I actually, when I was a kid, I don't know if you've ever heard of Highlights magazine. It was like a thing when we were all children. But I wrote a poem about sunny days, just like the sun in general. And my grandma got it published in Highlights magazine. And that one means a lot to me, but I don't remember it at all. I just remember that it was published once upon a time ago.
That's dope. That's dope. Hell yeah. So you just the way you were writing poems to like just a straight bar, right?
Yeah, and
Like you just
I would kind of
all
just
the crazy.
manipulate it to fit a beat.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's dope. Hell yeah. So so you say you're not into music videos. You don't think that's something you would be interested in doing, right?
No, I get so weird in front of cameras. I have a hard time even taking pictures. Like,
Okay.
selfies are one thing, but when somebody takes a picture of me, it's just like, whoa, why? Who is that?
All right. So by that being said, there's no way that we're gonna be up on stage performing any of your songs.
Oh no, performing live is completely different. I've done a lot of live performances, not for music, but when I was a kid, I enjoyed doing plays and stuff. I remember in middle school, I was in drama, and that's when I realized I was like, yo, I like being center stage, but cameras, when I'm specifically in front of a camera, it's a little bit different. But live performances, I just don't know how you get a hold of live performances. I don't know who to talk to, but I would love to. That shit sounds wicked.
Yeah, you live in LA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have a bunch of promoters out there, man. You know, you just gotta like find out because you're right there in Hollywood, you know?
Yeah, no, I live like center of LA, but I try to keep to myself when it comes to things like that. But if the opportunity came, I would be all over it.
All right, that's badass. So man, what was your growing up in LA like?
Rough, I guess. Not really. Like I came from a decent home, but I chose the rough style. I chose to like dig into the creps of where people shouldn't be. But I guess I don't know. People have like the stereotypical like thought of LA. It's not really like that. It's just another city, unless you make it something. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so you just if you find the wrong people, then it's like, oh my God, LA. But like, it's just another city. But I went.
You actually,
What's up?
my bad. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I went to school in the Valley. So I don't know if you know, like the San Fernando Valley, and those are some weird ass motherfuckers. Like they have like their own like I like to call them like a sub like section of people. People from the Valley are just weird. So like being born and like somewhat raised in a different part of LA and then going to high school and stuff in the Valley, I was always outcasted because I couldn't like fit into them, I guess. That was probably like the weirdest thing for me.
Hell yeah. So let me ask you this. Since you already got an IG and everything, do you have a YouTube?
I don't have a YouTube. I haven't. I don't know if I'm ready to start like posting my music anywhere else. But my homeboy, his name's Woozy Boy. Shout out. He posted one of our songs on his YouTube, and he doesn't have very many followers. He's kind of like that same where I am, like dark trap, and it's just not like something that people like immediately are looking for. But he posted our song on YouTube, and I've already played it on YouTube like a dozen times. So I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm on YouTube. But like, I haven't posted any of myself on YouTube.
That's dope. So, do you have a project coming up, or if you have any collabs coming up, or what do you got going on?
I really like collaborating. I think that it's like a really good way to expand. I noticed that the more I do collabs with people, especially like different types of like artists, I tend to get a little bit better. I know that sounds cocky, but I feel like every collab I do, I increase a little bit in my skills because I'm trying to match their skill level. So it's like, it's kind of like, as selfish as it sounds, like a beneficial thing where like I like collabing to increase my skill. But I have a couple collabs come up. Actually, like just yesterday, I feel like I broke Bandlab kind of. But I had like 5 or 6 people hit me up and like they were like, yo, like collab with me. I was like, oh fuck. So I'm not working on anything by myself at the moment. But I'm definitely about to work on like a couple collabs.
So, can you speak on any of them collabs? Like, who's sending you invites, or can you give us a little bit of detail?
A couple people I haven't actually gotten to know too well have invited me. They're part of bands that I only just recently got involved with, so I don't actually have like too many specifics. I think my girl, her name's Sydvicious on Bandlab. Me and her have done 2 different collabs before. We're gonna work on one. It's totally about to be a diss track, like a motherfucker. Those are my favorite. I love talking shit, but I think it's a valid track. Y'all will see it when we post it. It's gonna be funny. That's all I'm gonna say.
So, let me ask you this: favorite collabs.
Okay. Favorite collabs that I've done so far. I'm definitely gonna say, there's one I have. It's called Deprived. It's with me and Ceilings. It's definitely like it took me like a solid like 2 months to figure out what I'm gonna say on Ceilings' song. I know a lot of his songs. He's my man. But like when I heard his verse, I cried. I was like, dude, this is my favorite song of yours. Like, let me on it. And he was hesitant. He was like, nah, like this is my song. And I was like, no, dude, like let me on it. It was almost to the point where I took so long to write to it. He was like, I'm gonna post it without you. Like, fuck all that. And I was like, no, don't leave me out. That has to be definitely like one of my favorite collabs, just because it meant so much to me that it took me so long. I was spastic with it. But as far as like not deep songs, I really like New Thoughts. That's with Sydvicious. I like my verse on there a lot. She had posted it, and I hit her up and was like, dude, like I'm screen recording it. It wasn't forkable, so I was like, I'm screen recording it. Like I'm stealing this from you just so I can hop on it. She wound up allowing me on it without me having to do shady shit. But like, that one was a lot of fun, just because it felt so natural to do that verse. And then. There's Martyr's Mindset, which is a Martyrs Brigade song, and I feel like that one meant a lot to me personally. Even though it is a collab, my verse alone, to me personally, it was deep. Like I almost could have put it out as a single song, but I'm glad it was a collab, because it was like me and my boys actually like getting deep with each other. That sounds really weird, but you know what I mean, like. But yeah, I have a lot of collabs. I feel like majority of my songs on Bandlab are collabs, but that's just because I really enjoy doing them. I think that it's cool to get to know people. There's also Melt. My song Melt with Woozy Boy is really sadistic. If y'all want to check that one out.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. So, how are you different from other artists in general?
I've been looking around. I've actually been hunting down other female rappers like me, and I can't really find any. As far as the dark trap goes, I'm sorry, I can't help saying that. I didn't know the dark trap was a thing. So when I was like categorized as a dark trap rapper. I thought it was crazy. So like I started looking for as I guess a female rapper. I'm not really looking towards like the difference between men and women. I'm looking for differences between women rappers, if that makes any sense, because there are so few. And like the things that I say, I mean, they're realistic. I'm not just talking like bullshit. I'm talking like facts about me. But I can't find any women trap rappers. Like yeah, there's like Nicki Minaj. There are many trap female rappers, but not ones that like say and like act upon the way that I go about things. Like I had a homeboy that was like, Sydney, like the reason that you don't have followers is because you scream. He was like, stop screaming. And I was like, I like to scream. Like I can't help it.
That's dope. So, let me ask you this: what would you say to inspire the youth?
I have nothing to say to inspire the youth. Not my whole life. I'm young, but like, as far as like being an adult, I've always said that like I would like to show people not what to do, because I don't really know what to do, but I'd like to show people what not to do. So like I wouldn't say that my music is like to inspire anybody like youth wise, but it's to show people that like these are the things that you should not get involved with. Like stay away from things like this. Don't let people treat you like this. I'm kind of like an anti superhero. No, I'm not a superhero, but like an anti like in that way where it's like I have nothing really positive of my music. My music's not positive. Fuck. Okay. Don't when I, yeah, fuck, I'm getting all caught up. Pretty much like these are the things that you shouldn't do, and like I don't know, fuck, I don't know if that made any sense. My bad. Yeah, I'm not here to inspire the youth. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're good. You're good. So let me ask you this: do you have any favorite quotes you like to like any artists, rap lines or anything like that?
Yes. I actually it's tattooed straight up on my thigh. J. Cole is my favorite rapper. Like by far, I've seen him a handful of times. Every time he's in LA, I will pay hundreds of dollars, like dead ass. But my favorite quote of his is "There's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success." And I couldn't afford to get it tatted on my body like I wanted to at the time. So I decided I was just going to tattoo it on my damn self. And I sat there and I had a homie just individually, he would write the letter on my leg and then I would tat it because it's upside down, obviously, so like people can see it. I don't know how to spell letters upside down. So I'm over here individual lettering. All right, I got the B in beauty. All right, he would draw the E on my leg. I would tattoo the E. It's such a shitty fucking tattoo, but because the quote means so much to me that I don't care. I'll never redo it. It's there. There's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success.
That's a badass. Oh yeah, I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think the quote means a lot because it's like it's a reverse thing where it's like there's beauty in everything, but like success doesn't always come with positivity. There's always gonna be people kind of like there to hurt you and there to take you down.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and it's a fucked up world like that. You know.
Amen. So
if you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Fucking, it would be J. Cole. What the fuck? I don't know if we're talking realistically, but I as far as like collaborating with people, if we're just talking like Bandlab, I feel like I've hit like the few people that I think are like mad talented. King Dabs is one of them. And we've done a couple songs together. His style is kind of dark, but it was just as far as like Loud Pack Mob goes, I thought that was very interactive. So I thought they had a lot going for them. But that's its own conversation. But I don't really look for people like I'm like woohoo, like let's like collab because I like am looking for people to collab. I kind of like collabing with like the underdogs too. One of the ones that I'm working on right now is this fool only has like 200 followers on Bandlab. He's talented though. He just recently made his Bandlab. I'm looking for the name of the song right now. It's Mortensy, and the song is Out of Control. He sent me the collab yesterday, and I was just so like dumbfounded with how talented, like how talented he was, but like his skill level as far as like his verse. And I was like, dude, like I'm with this shit, but I'm gonna have to attempt to keep up with your pace on the song. That's the one I'm working on. Like I was actually writing to it like a minute ago before we started this. But it's just the speed. I really like rappers who have speed, but also clarity. Like you can clearly understand and clearly hear what they're saying, but they're able to like spit like 1,000 bars per second type feel. I like that a lot. That's like one of my biggest attempts when I rap.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. So you already done songs with King Dabs, man. That's what's up because he has that dark trappy style, you know.
Yeah, he's like we're not like I mean I can't say I'm homies with anybody on Bandlab. I don't know these people, but we definitely like we talk. He's a supporter. I'm a supporter as well, vice versa. There's Elite Gang I was part of for a minute, and I got to know a couple people in there. And then a couple people, when we started actually inviting people to Martyrs Brigade, I found a lot of really cool people. And yeah, like Martyrs Brigade was always just like the three of us, but then we started inviting people to it. And we only started inviting people that we knew were like not rough in the point of like they are rough people, but like their music or like they're not well known, or like you can hear within their music. Yeah, I guess I take that back. Like you can hear within their music that they're rough cut. I like people that like I guess rough. I don't know. That's
like you're talking about people that are just coming out the woodworks and just hopping onto
exactly,
this Bandlab and just
but
right?
people who speak the truth, like people who really don't like have valid things to say, not motherfuckers that are just like ooh trap like drugs pussy, like no, fuck all that. Like I want to hear about you, like
Hell yeah, that's what's up. So do you think that separates you from other bands on Bandlab?
I mean, I don't want to say like yes, but I do, because I've been a part of a couple bands where it's like just like the well-known majority of Bandlab, the people who do always get put up on Bandlab's like featured artists. They're shit. I don't even know that much about Bandlab. Like the where Bandlab promotes you. I've been a part of a couple bands that are with people just like that, where it's like Bandlab promotes you, Bandlab does this for you because you have thousands of followers. But like, there's a couple people in like Martyrs Brigade that like, I'm glad that we don't have hundreds of followers or thousands of followers, because like people don't care about that, because you're not making music that meets the average eye. You're making music that hits home. That, at least that's me personally. That's what I look for. I'm not really looking to have hundreds of thousands of followers. I'm looking for that one specific person who's going to hear my song and cry with me.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know, and that's that it's a blessing that we have bands like you that look out for these other artists barely coming up to give them a platform to be able to put their music and everyone to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not saying like I know MJ Beats is pretty well known, and I like somehow got him in Martyrs Brigade. So like there are people who are like well known, but yeah, for the most part, like I was looking for like real people, not fake people, but I was looking for people who like actually like say things that mean something to them at least.
Hell yeah. So what are your music guilty pleasures?
Shit. Are we talking like people I like to listen to?
Yeah.
I'll be a Green Day fan until I die. Green Day has always been like an addiction of mine. I remember I was like way too young when I became a Green Day fan. I went to a Green Day concert with my mom and my dad, and I remember Billie Joe Armstrong was like basically butt naked humping the ground, and I had no idea what that even was. Like, I didn't know what humping was. I was that young. And as I got older, I was like, fuck, that fool was like, he was doing some perverted shit. Like, but yeah, I'll always be a Green Day fan till I die. I've always been a Nicki Minaj fan. I mean, that's not really like that big of a secret, but I don't know. I think the music that I listen to is like kind of, I don't know, shit. Since I started making my own music, I don't even listen to other people's music anymore. I only listen to myself. When I'm driving down the street, I got me blasting. Like, fuck around. I'm my biggest supporter.
That's what's up, you know. You have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who can believe in you, you know?
Amen to that.
So what do you do outside of music?
Outside of music, I'm just me. I'm a mom. I'm very artsy. I like to do lots of arts and crafts with my son. I just recently picked up tie-dyeing, like making shirts all like fancy with colors and shit. I want to realizing I'm actually pretty good at it for whatever reason. But I've always been really artsy. I really like words. I tend to just like sit for like hours within my day, and I just like Google what words mean and why they mean that thing, and like why English fucks me up a little bit, just how it's so many different languages all in one. I like to Google things a lot. I'm a big Google nerd.
That's what's up. So do you have any special shout outs you want to give?
Shit, if I could shout out the Martyrs Brigade, Ceilings, me, HR Paper Stacks. Yeah, that's us. Oh, and then I can't forget my boy Woozy. This is like one of my best friends, but he refuses to he's a solo artist, he says. But if y'all want to check out Santa's Gooch, which is a song that we have together, that's like the one track that I have my boy Woozy on. Yeah, it's just me and my boys, we're just dumb with music, TBH. Like yeah. And shout out to Martyrs Brigade.
Hell yeah. What would you say to any upcoming artists in LA that's trying to get known and push their music out? What would be the best advice you would give to them?
I mean, I'm only on Bandlab, but people are rough. People are mean. People don't give a fuck about you, and you got to kind of take that with a grain of salt. Like acknowledge that nobody actually gives a fuck who you are, but you got to give a fuck about who you are, and you got to ride with who you are. And that's really, at the end of the day, all that matters. Just stick to your beliefs and your truth. And I'm not gonna say you'll make it, but you'll make it far enough that you'll be comfortable. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a musician though. I don't know. Bandlab is just fun for me.
Hell yeah. So can we expect an album and mixtape or anything in the near future?
Truthfully, I feel like my music is so sporadic that I don't think that I could make an album. Like, I don't have one basis to talk about. I like to talk about like hundreds of different things. I've contemplated like this whole like EP thing, but I don't know if my attention span is strong enough to just focus on like an EP. I like to, when I post songs on Bandlab, it's because I was feeling that way at that moment. It's so like an EP sounds like an album. Anything sounds complicated because you got to feel one way for a long amount of time.
Dope. So what would be the next or what was the latest song you dropped?
I think the last song that I dropped, I forked one of King Dab's songs, and I posted it into the Martyrs Brigade band on Bandlab. And originally, I was just gonna drop it with my verse with King Dab's because he had posted it just as a forkable. I don't know if that's correct terminology, but he posted it just as a forkable song. So I was gonna write my verse, and when I put it in Martyrs Brigade, before I knew it, Woozy Boy was on it. And then when Ceilings heard what Dabs, me, and Woozy Boy had put down, he was like, fuck, I'm going to put down a verse. So it wound up being like a 5-minute song, which is like kind of crazy. But the name of the song is This Is the Way That I Trap. And like, again, like it's a real ass verse. Like I let motherfuckers know that like, yeah, like I am just I'm a 23-year-old girl, but like y'all don't know. Like y'all don't know really. Like this is the way that I trap. Just FYI. But I didn't actually mean for it to be a collab, but it wound up being a sick ass collab. One that I've been fucking rocking in the car for the last couple days.
Hell yeah! So how is your music going to evolve from here?
Evolving, I don't really see it like as far as like the actual definition of evolving. I don't really see it like evolving anywhere. I think that like I'm comfortable like where I am, but as far as like my lyrics and like the way that I'm gonna evolve as a lyricist, I think that every day it's changing. Just with that collab I was talking about earlier with the one I'm working on right now, the way that the guy that I'm working with spit on the beat, I'm trying to develop that type of rhyme pattern. Or I don't know a lot about rap. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, you're correct.
I don't know what the terminology is, but I'm just trying to like every day develop different ways that I can say my words, ways that you can like play with the beat and not necessarily just go with the beat, but go like above and beyond it, if that makes any sense. I really like to rap fast. Like it's sometimes, especially if I'm drinking, my words don't always come out clearly, but I like to challenge myself and spit a lot more words on like one bar than the average person would. I've actually had a homie who it was a collab with Martyrs Brigade, and my homeboy HR was like, "Girl, like breathe, bitch, breathe. Like you take 2 breaths during that whole verse." And when I was splicing the beat, I literally only had to splice it twice for the 2 breaths that I took. Like that, I don't know. That's the shit that I'm trying to challenge myself on.
Hell yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So so do you have any final words?
Final words would be fuck haters. Keep your vibes positive. I've always been a fan of Plur. It's peace, love, unity, respect. I'm a raver at heart. And Martyrs Brigade till I die.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Sydvicious, Strictly for the Music podcast, and we're out.
Hey, thank you.